spiritual wellness very seriously. Here to talk to y'all today about Sharpens iron, or how to sharpen iron. And I just want y'all to live as a true child of God. And let me present Aiden Nunnery, y'all.
Good morning, church. What does iron sharpen iron mean to me? Iron grow and improve. When two pieces of iron rub together, they both become sharp. One of my friends pushed me to do my schoolwork, even though I wasn't motivated at the time. Supporting words demonstrated true friendship because of these words influenced me to do my work so I can meet my goals. I planned on skipping classes. This was my opportunity to let my light shine in that moment. I told him that he should not be. I didn't want him to get to a point where he started consistently slacking. Give him this advice. He hasn't skipped the class ever since. Proverbs 17:17. Time, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. This means that friends journey through the good times and the bad time. There's no all have our strengths and weaknesses, but being present extra effort. Sometimes those around you just need to know that someone is in their corner and wants to help them win. Let's use because that's exactly what Jesus would do.
Good morning. I stand before you today to introduce my little brother, Jaden. He's funny, competitive, and just a little mean, but in the best ways possible. He's a very intelligent young man. He's in all honors classes, and back in 5th grade, he ranked number 2. He's a beast on the football field, you leave food around him. Jaden loves attention, and he knows how to get it. Anytime he gets a fashion show, he'll walk through the house showing off his outfits like he's on a runway, asking how good he is. And don't get me started on his muscles. He's always flexing and telling everyone how strong he is, and daring you to wrestle him or casually showing off. He's a big sweetheart, even if he won't admit it. He's really protective of his sister. Step in, and if you come to my house and hear, Jayla, why you being bad? Just know I'm probably somewhere. And after that, he'll definitely remind you of how he's the best at everything. Jaden's him any other way. I present to you my little brother, Jaden.
Good morning, everyone. Y'all already know the verse, but I'm gonna read it again. As iron sharpens irons, this reminds us that people around iron sharpens iron. We become stronger, wiser, better, and better when we are surrounded by people who push us to be great. I've been blessed to have men in my life who do just that. Men who lead by example, give wisdom, and genuinely care. Men like Brother Joe, Mr. Jerome, Brother Fabian, and Evan. They don't just say that they care, they show it. They check on me, ask how I'm doing, and make sure I stay on the right path. They give me advice and that helps me stay focused, stay strong, and never settle for less than my best. When I see how they carry themselves with integrity, hard work, and faith, it reminds me that I, too, am capable of greatness. They challenge me to be better, not just in my goals, but in my character. They encourage me to push past obstacles, stay committed to what I believe in, and always trust in God's plan. The people we surround ourselves with matters. They either push us forward or hold us back. I'm grateful that the men of our church push me forward. They remind me that I have a purpose and that God has placed me in this world to make an impact. So today, I just want to say thank you to Brother Joe, Mr. Jerome, Brother Fabian, Evan, and all the men who take the time to invest in me. Your words, your actions, and your presence mean more than you know. And because of you, I, Jaden, will continue to strive to be my best, knowing that iron sharpens iron. Thank you.
This person is one that inspires me basically the most. This is like my older brother to me. He's smart, everything I want to be. This is my favorite person, besides a few people out there that I won't mention. But this is one that I consider to be a wise person. This is one of the better people, the people who know when things are good, things are cool, the people who know how to stay good with God, the people who know how to stay connected. I introduce Evan McIntyre.
All right, that caught me off guard because I did not have an introduction. So that just shows how much he means to me. So I truly appreciate that. So the question I would be answering is, what does iron sharpens iron mean to me? Iron sharpens iron means to improve someone's character, meaning you can learn a lot from the environment around you. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about how you would like your iron to look like. Let's say you had the choice of, iron and sharpening you. How would you want it to look like? So, okay. My iron may look like a beautiful metal, but I feel like the best type of iron is iron with sharpness, scratches, and a little bit of a reflective surface. The reason why I say this is because an individual with sharpness and scratches has experience and wisdom constructed from their trials. Their reflective surface shines a light on you because they tell you how it is, since they're trying to see you shine and reach your true potential. I feel like the world is missing these pieces of iron, and I completely understand why. It's easy to have idols because they are physically in front of you, whether that be rappers, influencers, or even family. You shouldn't idolize anybody, but try to worship Jesus and make strides to live a life that will please him. It's unfortunate, but we live in a world where some men can see the values and capabilities that these young men have, but would rather see them make the same mistakes as them instead of trying to build them up. I've started to view life as a chess game, where previously I've been standing in line waiting to play. And during my wait, I watch the moves, being a little nosy, watch the moves that other people make with intentions of playing a perfect game when it's my turn. That's not the way to go, because you miss out on so many trials, tests, and opportunities for failure, which can help you get those scratches. Now that I'm getting older, it's time that I move up in the line and let them watch me move my pieces to show them the possibilities that they can reach. I can't be worried about mistakes or losses, but rather encourage them to move up in the line. Okay. So now I'm going to transition to how to become the iron. When we read this verse, our intuition tells us that it demonstrates how one person helps another. I want to dive a little bit deeper to illustrate a couple of ways we can become that iron needed to fuel the future generation. First, I want them to know that it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, keep making them. Proverbs 24, verses 15 through 16 read, "Do not lurk like a thief near the house of the righteous. Do not plunder their dwelling place. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity strikes." I've always lived by the thought process that people need to bump their heads to learn about themselves and prosper. For some people, it may take 1 time, 2 times, or even 20 times. But God is with you whenever you fail and will be there on your road to success. The only problem with making mistakes is being too ignorant to fix them. This often stems from the answer being something that we despise. I've definitely been a victim of this. I used to think I knew everything, but I only learned more about how life can be easier by listening to those who would call me out on my mistakes. Also, I want you guys to aim to please God and not those around you. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28 reads, "Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather, be afraid of the one who can destroy both soul and body in hell." You know this gut feeling that you get after you've been asked to do something? that is against what your parents taught you and what you've learned while growing your relationship with God, that is called conviction. So anytime you feel this feeling, pray, ask yourself, will my parents or mentors approve of the next steps that I'm about to take? I've had a lot of gut feelings in my life. So I definitely understand that you won't listen sometimes. You know, you want to be a little nosy, you know, a little hard-headed, my fault. You feel it, you're just like, nah. Okay. But remember, you should never sacrifice pleasing God, the ones who love you or yourself, for people who want you to do activities that could jeopardize your future. This could be drugs, the way you dress, how you interact with adults, and how you conduct yourself in public. So I wanted to encourage us to be the iron. At the end of the day, we all have a choice to choose what type of iron we want to be. A village is truly important because we can surround ourselves with people who challenge us to evolve every day. So let God take control of the wheel so you can become that iron that sharpens those around you. So I'm done, but I want y'all to give another round of applause to everybody who participated in the service today.
Let us all stand. Come on, let's bless our young. Come on now. Did they not do an awesome job? Did they not do an awesome job? And I personally want to thank Evan and Darren, because when we met with the men, you all can be seated. He told me, he said, I want the young men to speak on third Sunday. And I think it shows how God is still producing young men and women of God. And I'm so thankful that they thought it not robbery to stand before us and bring a word from the Lord today. And I want to thank these young men. Y'all stand up. I want to thank them for what they did. Now, if I could get the choir to stand. The choir to stand. Although they sung in the choir to stand. And I don't want to neglect any of our children. Let all of our children stand. Our YPD department, come on, stand up. All of our children stand. Now, as they are standing, I think we ought to just stand and give God a hand clap of praise for all of our children. For all of our children. If you're able to stand, we thank God for each of them. This is our YPD department in action. And while we're standing, let me extend the invitation. Allow me to extend the invitation for Christian discipleship. There may be someone. The young men talked about iron sharpening iron. And it takes all of us to lean on each other as we sharpen each other. And there may be someone who wants to come to Christ this day. There may be someone that wants to be a part of our church family. And I simply ask that if there be one, that you come. Give me your hand, but most of all, you give God your heart. We want to offer Christ to you. We want to offer Christ to you right now. Offer Christ. Is there? is there. He will give you new life is there. Oh, come on. We want to offer Christ to you right now. Is anyone that want to be a part of our church family? We extend the invitation. We are. You may be seated. Oh, my. All for Christ. New life. Come on to Christ. Amen. 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 Our announcement. Happy birthday. Amen. 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 If I could get our visitors to stand, if you're not able to stand, I know Mother Walker had some visitors, some guests with her today. And we want to thank them for coming. And Gloria Edwards, we thank you for coming. And Dr. Alicia, I hope I pronounced your name right. Dr. Alicia Herden, we thank you all for coming and sharing with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've already greeted you, but I want to greet you all again before you go. I want to greet you all again before you go. Sunday school every Sunday morning. And allow me to say this. Just look, I want everybody to hear this, Doc. I want everybody, because I know how we get into church, we'll say, I didn't hear it. I didn't know anything about it. But I want to challenge our young people again to be at Sunday school every Sunday on time. I want to challenge them again. Allow me to say this. Now, if you can get up and be in school at 8:15, 8:30, you ought to be able to come to the house of the Lord by 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Our Sunday school lesson today was to get your priorities in order with God. Okay? And if all of our children that's here on next Sunday, I got something for you. I'm going to have something for you. I'm going to challenge us. I'll have something for our young folk. We're having an awesome time in Sunday school at 9 o'clock. So please come and share with us every Sunday morning. All right. All right. Next Sunday school lesson, responsibility. That's our Sunday school lesson for next Sunday. Responsibility. All right. YPD of the month. Let us come. All right.
Good morning. Are you guys spiritually fed this morning? Didn't they do an awesome job this morning? Yes. So our YPD of the month is none other than, I'm going to keep it short because he already had an introduction this morning, but our YPD of the month, don't kill me, is our very own big boy, Jaden Nunnery.
Amen. Amen. And our Men's Day. Our Men's Day is on March the 30th. March the 30th at 2 o'clock. Our guest preacher is the Reverend Dr. Marvin Crawford, the senior pastor of St. Paul AME Church, Lithonia. It would be here at 2 o'clock. And our goal is we're gonna meet our goal. Our goal is to have at least 100 men here at worshiping with us on that day. Y'all say amen. That's our goal. So we're inviting men, we're inviting men of our community, our friends, our neighbors, invite them to come and worship with us on that Sunday at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. Yes, sir, brother.
Good morning. Yesterday there was a state lay meeting, which we have quarterly, and what came out of that, if you don't know already, that the Connectional Biennial will be meeting here in Atlanta the July the 7th through the 11th. They need volunteers for different things, but in particular, if you know of any doctors, nurses, or paramedics, they need the health center to meet man during the week that the conference is going to be going on. So if you know someone that could volunteer and that could help, it would be great if you could get them in touch with me so I can make sure that they get in touch with the right people. It would be greatly appreciated. And the second item is a congratulations. So again, one of our stars has been picked to be part of one of the committees for the convention. So out of 100 people in Georgia, Mr. Evan McIntyre was picked as one of our committee members. So I'm pretty sure when he gets back and we get back from the convention, he'll tell you all about it because that'll be one of the jobs that he will be doing. So I thank you for your time this morning, and would appreciate about the medical if you have something. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi. So good to be back. YPDers, where y'all at? Our Double Good fundraiser starts as of today, and it ends on the 20th of March. If you have not made your store, or if you have not made your pop-up store, go ahead and make it. I believe all you have to do is just send out a link to whoever you want to buy popcorn for you. This is one of our fundraisers for this year. More to come, so please support us. Thank you.
Amen. Now it comes to the time of the service where, as we say, all of us can participate. All of us can participate. And as we come, I want to ask, have God been good to everybody? Has God been good to everybody? Let's not get quiet. Let's not get quiet when it comes time to give to God. So we're going to ask that we all stand. We're going to ask that we all stand. We're going to ask that we all stand and that we come and give to God at this time. Let us stand. I'm glad everybody is standing because I need a favor. I need a favor. I need a favor. We are at this time in the process of going to the 7 stages of the cross. And we have obligations here to meet at our church. So I'm asking that we give in our benevolence so we can meet our obligations. And if you're able, I'm starting it with $20. I'm giving $20. Whatever you can do. Whatever you can do.
Yes, I can, I can, oh, I can, if I want to, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can, I can, oh, I can, if I want to, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can, I can, oh, I can, if I want to, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can, I can,
And I want to thank you all for being so kind. I want to thank you all for being so kind. All things. Our worship leaders in your hands.
Please stand.
Now unto the all-wise God, who is able to present us spotless and faultless before his throne in glory. May his mercy, his grace, his peace, may it rest, root, and abide with each of us as we all come together and say,